Hi everyone, this is Shruti and I'm building Supple. Supple is Asia's first AI perimenopause consumer product. This is the team who's building it. I had my first exit in 2014 for a diagnostics health tech startup. This is my second startup, again in health, again in diagnostics, but with a strong focus on women's health. We're supported by a strong advisory team, including menopause doctors, OBGYN, endocrinologists, bone health doctors, and so many more. Currently, we have 4 doctors on our board and 4 industry advisors. We first of all, why are we building here and what is perimenopause? Why is this important? Why now? So perimenopause actually is a life stage that may last up to 10 years, all the way till a woman menopauses, which is rife with chaotic transition of hormones. And this chaos leads to many comorbidities and issues that women face, issues like increasing brain fog and anxiety, insulin resistance, declining muscle mass, sarcopenia, rheumatoid arthritis, joint pain, and so many other issues like that. Which is why what we know is that even in the market for perimenopause, most of the research is actually generated in the US, and American women seem to be at much better odds of receiving that care. But Asian women's phenotype is not studied, it is under researched and is also under delivered, which is exactly why there is a phenotype gap in delivering menopause care to Asian women, which is home to 1.2 billion menopausal women. We are building exactly in this market because this is a deep and wide enough market for many players to emerge. But interestingly, there are very few players right now. Our TAM is about 215 million women, 38 to 55 years in India and Southeast Asia. We want to be able to speak to two-thirds of these women because exactly 64% of all women will have debilitating symptoms, which means they will look for urgent relief. And over the next 5 years, we want to speak to about 13 million of these women, which is about 10% of this market, unlocking a revenue opportunity of about 200 million. A McKinsey study recently estimated that American women are already spending $2,170 per year per woman on just one untreated menopause symptom of hot flashes. The Asian equivalent of this spend is about $830, which is a direct out of pocket spend that women want to do to get relief. The three hypotheses with which we are building this company is number one, most of the patients seek treatment, obviously. But most of them also don't want to access their GP or OBGYN by walking into a clinic because of various physical barriers, invasive testing procedures, and psychological barriers. Whereas less than 5% of doctors actually have any access to hormone data. Now, the reason for that is that doctors don't look for snapshots, they look for trend lines. And the current traditional way of testing does not create trend line for patients. This is why we're building Supple. Supple is building a non-invasive, patentable AI-enabled hormone measurement device, which looks and works exactly like the pregnancy test kit. You pee on it, and then you scan your results. The way to use Supple is very simple. You come to the app and you give us your symptoms. That is how we identify what is your true hormonal stage. Then you use the kit, which basically means you just pee on it and scan your results. And with just these two steps, we are able to build a trend line for your hormones. Now, this is single source of truth that cannot be replicated or simulated by AI. We truly are AI proof in that sense. And using this data, we are able to build bespoke personalizations for targeted nutrition and holistic triage. What this means is that because we're in the unique position to see your hormone trend line, we are able to tell you what foods and supplements you should eat for symptom relief. Currently, we are focused on 3 workflows. One is a micro deficiency management workflow, which is smart supplementation. How do we help women do that? Second is symptom reduction, which is exactly how to reduce your symptom load. And third is GLP and HRT combination, which is increasingly proving to be more beneficial for women who want to lose that resistant belly fat. We truly are a defensible company. We've just written a research paper with Singapore's largest public hospital. It is currently in peer review. We're writing a second one, studying the effects of GLP on perimenopausal women. And we also are in the process of filing our first provisional patent. From competition point of view, most of the players are building with fertility as a focus, whereas nobody is really building for the woman between 40 to 80. That's exactly how Supple is different from the rest of the competition, and our focus is longevity and intervention. Our revenue model is divided into 2 streams. One is just the app subscription, where we monetize the AI coach, and the other is a bundled solution, including AI subscription and hardware tests. From GTM point of view, we want to be able to work with public hospitals, private hospitals, basically B2G, and also clinics, clinical networks and platforms in a B2B2C approach. Eventually, we want to launch our D2C channel as well. We are raising 500K safe. We've already raised 50K. Most of that money will be spent on prototype manufacturing, model training, initial marketing, etc. We will be POC ready by this December 2026, and we want to launch in next quarter, next year. Thank you so much.